Good morning. Welcome to day 29 of this 30-day flexible body, flexible mind morning yoga challenge. We're really nearing the end here. Thank you for still showing up and spending a little bit of your mornings with me. I truly do appreciate it. And hopefully you'll like today's class. Our one-word intention is feel. This is really what I want you to be focusing on, how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally, especially because we're at day 29, considering the whole challenge as a whole. So we're going to start lying down on our backs. A lot of the poses will be done reclined and seated today. So just a really gentle, sweet flow, nothing too strenuous. And you can start in Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees falling apart. And I'm just going to place my hands on my lower belly. You can reach your arms up overhead or just have them by your sides. Whatever is most comfortable to you right now. Press your shoulders away from your ears. And really focus on this intention. So how do you feel in this moment? And how do you feel given everything we've done together over the past month? Take 3 more breaths here. And we're going to transition into Setubandha Sarvangasana, or bridge pose. So your knees can lift back up. Widen your feet hip width distance apart, so really just aligning them to your sit bones, so not too wide, and your heels should be pretty close in towards your seat. Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears and start to push your feet into the floor. Curl and squeeze as you lift your hips, low back and mid back off the mat. Push down into your big toes. So a little bit of strength activation here, just because it does help to wake us up, especially when we're laying back down. I don't want you to fall asleep. So take another full deep breath here. See if you can lift up a little bit higher. And we're going to curl down inch by inch. And I'm going to take you through a variation of cat pulling its tail. Just a really lovely pose, but that has quite a few components to it. So first, you're going to move your hips over to the right. Pull your right knee into your belly and straighten your left leg as you come into a twist. So option 1 is to just do this twist, carrying that right thigh over and holding here. If you'd like, you can also bend into your left knee and reach for your left foot with your right hand. If you're grabbing a hold of that foot, you're trying to also push your right shoulder down into the mat. So it's like I'm splitting my legs away from one another. There's a deep twist. My chest is facing up, and then we're also adding the quad stretch because of this bent right leg or bent left leg. If it's too much to have that quad stretch, remember, you can just do a traditional twist instead. Take one more big breath in here. And we're going to go right away into our reclined Gomukhasana pose. We're pretty much already there. Just rotate onto your back, and you already have your right thigh crossing over the left one. See if you can grab a hold of the feet as you pull them down and reach the feet away from one another. No tension in your neck or in your jaw. And let's release, uncross the legs, and we'll switch sides. So either just taking a traditional twist with your right leg straight, your left knee bent, and you're crossing your left thigh over, pushing that left shoulder down, or you can do full expression, adding the quad stretch by bending your right knee, grabbing a hold of your right foot with your left hand, and pulling the knees and the legs away from one another, moving them in opposite directions, and at the same time trying to push your left shoulder down to the floor so that your chest is facing up, but your hips are stacked one over the other. Make sure your breath can still flow with ease in and out through your nose, maintaining an equal rhythm between the inhales and the exhales, so you're not favoring one over the other. And we can transition into our reclined cow face pose. Keep that left leg crossed over the right, grabbing a hold of your feet as you pull them down. Let's uncross the legs, squeeze your knees in towards your belly, and we're going to come up to take a seat with your legs out in front of you, Dandasana, staff pose. So just straighten your legs, push down into your heels, palms go behind you, push into the floor, roll your shoulders back. And let's bring our left foot to the inside of our right thigh, and we're going to fold forward. So inhale, lift up tall. And then exhale, head to knee pose, folding on in. And there's really no need to be going too far into this one. Try to get a nice opening through the back of your right leg and a nice stretch along your lower back as well. And coming on up, let's add a twist. You're going to cross your left ankle over the top of that right thigh. Hug your thigh in with your right arm. Lift up a little bit taller and twist open towards the left. Push into your big left toe. And facing forward from here, keep that left ankle crossed directly over your right knee. And we're going to bend into that right knee, support yourself with your hands behind you. A seated pigeon pose. I like to just rock a little bit side to side, inviting that left hip to release and relax a little bit more. Keep it lift through your chest so you're not rounding. And let's release, straighten both legs, staff pose, Dandasana, lifting up tall. And Janu Shirsasana, your head to knee pose, right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold on down. Think of really stretching out of your lower back. I'm pushing my left heel down into the mat. One more breath here. And as you lift on up, let's find our twist. You're going to cross your right foot over the top of that left thigh. Hug your leg with your left arm. Support yourself with the right fingertips back and open your chest towards the right. The more you can pull your lower belly in and up, the deeper you'll be able to rotate. And facing forward, our last little pose here, crossing right ankle over the top of your left knee. Hands go behind you for support as you bring that left foot as close or as far as is comfortable. Seated pigeon pose. And let's release. Staff pose one last time, extending through your legs, stretching up nice and tall. And release. Come to take a seat. We'll close our practice together here. Join your hands at the heart, roll your shoulders back. And let's inhale to chant a big breath in. Thank you so much for practicing with me. This was day 29. We only have one more daily practice together. So remember, go and watch the Flexible Mind video so you can find out what your second to last daily challenge is themed around feel. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for our last flow together.